Right, so this place is incredible. There are 5 3500S Rover P6s here. There's a VIP car here, and there was one estate car. It's just absolutely incredible. Inside this garage is is one of the most significant finds in my career. Now, there are these cars out there. However, this one just takes the biscuit. I've never found something so incredible in all my life. There are quite a few experienced mechanics and classic car restorers here with me to help, and they've never seen anything like it. So this is really something quite special. What's inside this garage has something in common with this. See if you can figure out what it is. So we'll leave this go for a few seconds now. Ready? Okay. It's time to open it. Come. Right, this is the find. This is Cup, a 3500S Rover P6. Now, what makes this car special is many things. One, the condition. This car is a completely original, unmolested car. The paintwork is original, seats are original, everything about this car is original from the factory. What else makes it extraordinary is the fact it's only covered 35,000 original miles in its entire lifetime. Now don't get me wrong, there are lower mileage cars than this. I know someone who has one of these identical to this, which is 26,000 original miles, and there's a P6 Auto that's done only 12 miles from new. However, what makes this car extraordinary is it's been here for over 40 years. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sheldon of the future here. It wasn't in there for 40 years. It was in there for 33 years. It'd been parked up in, I believe, 1988. Nigel's sister was a bit confused as to how long the car was, so I said 40 years because that's what she told us, but it wasn't in fact that long. What makes it even more incredible is how well it survived. As you guys know from seeing the ones outside, some of those cars were only parked out there for about 10 to 15 years, and they've gotten that bad. But this is completely original from the factory, and it's in exceptional condition. Part of this is due to the wax injection on this car. This is one of very few Z-Barted cars. Now, that has certainly helped. However, I think the main reason it's kept so well is because it's been in this dry garage. But yeah, it's just absolutely extraordinary, and we're going to be getting this car out of the garage for the first time in 40 years, and then you're going to see it start and run. Not today, but you will see it in the video, or very, very soon. So it's just an absolutely incredible find. And the reason I said Cup, held the mug, was because the registration plate is Cup. And you can also see that she's got a Rover P6 Owners Club badge. So he was probably part of the club at one time. I believe it's only had 2 owners from new. I will be the 3rd. So yeah, I'm just absolutely astonished that I found something like this. I never expected in a million years it to be what it is, and yeah, it's just an exceptional car. There is no rust at all on this entire vehicle. It's never had any welding. It doesn't need any welding. Sheldon from the future again here. Yeah, about that. This car was actually hiding some pretty nasty surprises, and you'll learn all about the nightmare this car became in the next video. It's going to a professional restorer, Welsh Andrew, to have the bonnet and boot lid painted, and it's going to have a full brake overhaul, and she's going to be absolutely stunning car very, very soon. I love it, and I'm going to keep her. I had a Luna Grey one that was low mileage, and I got rid of her. Really regretted that, so yes, she's not going anywhere, and she's going to be enjoyed by me for another 30 years, if we're allowed to drive classic cars that long. But anyway, that's enough waffle. This is Cup, and yeah, let's look at some more footage.
So I thought it'd be appropriate at this point in the video to sort of dismiss any myths and legends about the Rover man who owned these wonderful cars. Next to me is his sister, and she's going to fill us in on who Nigel was. Obviously a very nice chap, so I've heard from everyone, and a few of my Rover friends knew him. But yeah, how did he get into the Rovers?
He bought one, he was very impressed by all the bodywork, so when he bought the next one, he decided he wouldn't get rid of the previous one. And this went on for quite a long time, until he had, I believe, 8 Rovers, something like that. And he never sold them, he kept them. He was really into Rovers, loved his Rovers.
And few people I know the reason, of course, and we said in the other video, but it was ill health that led to them getting to this state.
Yes, yes. Sadly, he passed away 3 months ago with a massive stroke.
Yeah, so that's really rather sad.
But we're doing our best to find good homes for them. We want them to go to people who will do something to them and hopefully get them back on the road again.
Yeah, the estate car is going to be restored,
Yes.
and a fair few others are as well, so that's really good. You said last time we did the interview, because we're having to do this again because the camera died, this green one I'm pointing the camera at was the one you remembered the most.
Yes, yes. I live down south, he lived in Cheshire, and I've seen many of these cars come down when he came to stay with me, particularly the green one, yes. But I recognise quite a lot of the other ones, including the one in the garage.
Yes, which is the best one, which we'll get to shortly. But and do you remember this one? This is a really rare car. This is what they call a VIP. It was one of the last off the line and a limited run of cars.
Funnily enough, I don't remember that.
You don't remember this one?
No. I remember most of the registration, but not that one.
What about this white car here?
I remember that. Yes.
Did he have any favourites, or did he like them all pretty much equally?
Oh, he loved them all, yes. That's why he kept them all, although they were getting quite rusty, some of them. Fortunately, he had a garage for 4 cars, so that helped. But overall, we found logbooks for 14 cars on the site.
Quite a few. And you said he purchased the place because the garage was massive and it had a fire engine in it, didn't it?
It did, yes. The previous owner had a fire engine. And he's got 4 cars in the garage and the rest were all on the drive.
What about this one? This is a white automatic. Do you remember this one, GWA?
I do, yes. He came down in that one.
So you've been in most of these when they were on the road?
He was never quite sure whether they were going to whether the cars were going to get him down to me. He always was a little bit worried, but he usually made the journey.
Usually.
And he did spend a lot of money on welding on the cars.
Because you said another reason was the welder Mark died, didn't he?
He did, yes.
So that was another reason.
Yes. So he had a lot of work on over the years.
I know during the period in his life where he wasn't in the best of health, people kept knocking on the door and harassing him, didn't they?
They did. They kept offering him money. Sometimes because they wanted the car, sometimes for scrap, which he wouldn't have allowed.
No.
He was very loath to part with them, so he said no to everybody.
Well, you can't blame him. He had them for 20, 30 odd years, some of them, even longer than that.
Exactly, yes.
So once you've been attached to something that long, it's hard to part with them, of course. We'll go to these two here, which are sadly far beyond restoration, and then we will cut the camera and move to the one in the garage, which is by far the most special car here.
I remember that one, the KTU. He came down in that a lot.
Did he?
Yes.
So that was one of his favourites as well.
Yes.
Because I assume the cars that are parked closest to the garage are the ones he's had the longest.
Yes, yes, the ones he cared about most. Probably. But I will tell you, he was a teacher, and the children at the school, the pupils, all used to laugh because they used to wonder which Rover he'd been coming in to school in, and it varied apparently from day to day.
Yes.
So they were all on the outlook for what he was going to come into school in.
This car here, he was quite involved in restoration, wasn't he? Because that's the engine for it under there.
Oh, is it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's where the welder came in, probably.
Do you remember him restoring these cars and doing work to them?
He talked about them.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He talked about them a lot, yes.
But yes, we will move on to KTU, which is this one. This one, do you know how long he had this car? It must have been a very long time. A long time.
He came down in this one quite a lot, yes.
Yes, and it's a shame because they're all manuals, so he liked the high spec ones.
Oh, he did.
Do you remember him having a 4-cylinder, or were they all V8s?
I don't remember.
From all the badging, it seems he liked the V8 ones the best.
I think so, yes.
Well, we'll cut the camera and we'll resume when we're a little bit closer to the best car here. So this is one of the few cars he's got, which isn't a Rover.
Yes.
The Triumph Dolomite.
Yes.
Do you remember this one? Did you ever see him drive this one about?
Yes, I did. Yes. I've had rides in it myself.
Yes, it is a nice car. But I suppose he liked the top of the spec ones, didn't he? Because this is the Sprint, which is like the ultimate Dolomite.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Nothing but the best for him.
Quite a fast car in its own right.
Probably, yes.
How did he drive, out of curiosity? Was he quite a fast driver?
No, he was a very steady driver. I don't think he would have ever exceeded the speed limit. Very steady. In fact, I used to think, oh, go a bit faster, Nigel.
Oh dear me. Right, we'll move on to the garage now.
Well, I was always a passenger, of course.
Did you ever learn to drive?
Oh yes, I drive.
Oh right. Do you drive now?
Yes.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Did you ever drive one of his cars?
No.
No.
He'd never have let me.
Go away, sis. You're not having a...
I've got a humble Escort.
Have you?
Which I'm very pleased with.
What year is the Escort?
It's 7 years old now, so go back 2014.
Yeah. And we can actually sort of see where the car interest all began, because that 1500 Riley in the corner there was his first ever car, wasn't it?
Yes. And he bought that in about 1966, 67, second hand, and he loved it.
Because you said it was his university car, wasn't it?
Well, as he left university, he bought it, yes.
So he had it pretty much all a good chunk of his life.
Yes.
50 odd years or so.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Easily.
Always been garaged, I think, that one, because it was his pride and joy.
And that's why it survived so well.
Yeah.
What about the TR6? When did that come into play?
I don't know, he never came down south in that. I don't know a lot about it, but my son is very interested in getting that one restored and having it, and the grandchildren think it'll be wonderful.
Is that Alan or Ian?
That's Ian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a nice little car. It's got the detachable hard top as well,
yeah,
which is quite nice. But the best one in here is definitely Cup, which is the only vehicle in here that I've purchased. This is quite a special car, isn't it? I assume this has got to be one of the first he had, because it's been in here so long.
Yes, it was one of the first. That also came down south quite a lot. So he took him about 4 hours usually to get down.
With his slow driving.
Yes, yes.
Do you remember going out in this one?
Yes. I've been out in most of them.
Do you know how he got this car? Was it second hand or?
They'd all be second hand. He never bought them new.
But this one must have been really low mileage when he got it, because it's still low mileage now.
Probably then, yes, I wouldn't know actually.
How long do you reckon that one's been in here? Because that's got to be one of the longest in here.
Yes, well, as long as he lived in this house.
Because the tax said it rang out in 1988.
Sorry, that's my phone. Do you want to stop for a minute?
Yes. So phone calls out of the way, that's all sorted now. So this is the earliest one you remember him having?
The earliest Rover.
Yes. So this is probably his first one?
Yes, I would think so.
And how long do you think it's been here? Because we looked up on the internet, the tax ran out in 1988, but you think it's been here 40 years?
Yes, I would say about 40.
Because we reckon when he used it, he obviously kept it garaged to keep it nice.
Yes.
And this was before any of the cars were out the front.
Yes, it wouldn't be in that condition otherwise. So
No.
It's been garage right from the word go.
So that's how long it's been in here, and to have kept it safe and dry inside.
Yes.
Because obviously I assume he had the Rover even before the Triumph as well. I assume the Triumph and the Volkswagen came later.
Well, the Volkswagen definitely later, and probably the Triumph, I'm sure.
But this is one of the longest he had. So it was this one that started it all for him, wasn't it?
It started his passion for Rovers, which went on right through the rest of his lifetime. He was still driving Rovers at the end.
Wow.
Until he stopped driving.
Well, the last ones he used were 75s outside,
yes.
but we'll put on screen now.
2 of them that were on the road.
Yeah, sadly the DVLA took them, didn't they? Because they were on public property.
Yes,
But
we would have to have paid tax on them otherwise. So.
And it didn't seem worth it.
No.
But so one final question, which I was keen to ask. Do you think he would be satisfied with what's happening to the cars?
I think he would be, because they're not going for scrap. Some of them are going to be remade, repaired,
restored,
restored, and hopefully put back on the road again. So much better than sending them for scrap. So I think he would be happy.
And I think he'd understand with some of them being so far gone that we would have no choice but to scrap them.
2 or 3, well, 3 have been scrapped, haven't they?
Yeah,
but,
and the others, you know,
the
needing.
others probably will get back on the road.
Yeah, well, we've saved so far. We've saved the estate car, the red one, and this one. So we've saved 3 of them, which is not bad.
No.
Considering 2 of them were outside.
And a couple of them are going to be used as parts to repair
donor cars and keep other cars on the road. That's really good. Well, thank you for talking to us. I really appreciate it. Sorry we lost the last interview, but this one's much better. And yeah, thanks for doing this. And it's time to unearth this hidden gem.
Well, it's good to find people who are as enthusiastic about the Rovers as he was.
Are you surprised? Were you surprised that I was this young when I turned up?
Yes, I was. 22, I think you said.
Yes, I'm 23 today. Today's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
I wouldn't want to do anything else. But yeah, anyway, we've paid tribute to Nigel, and now we're going to get this fine machine out of its cave. So yes, we'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
The time has come to finally pull Sheldon's car out. Cup Rover P6. Now, it's not going to be straightforward as we'd hoped it was going to be. Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one little bump or piece of damage in this car is a disaster.
Yeah, I know.
Because of what it is. I mean,
I know.
despite the fact that the paint on the, the bonnet is not great, all the other bodywork paint is immaculate.
Yeah. We've got this massive tow rope here, or strap, which turns into a chain, which turns into another tow rope. So, yeah, we're a bit optimistic of how this is going to come out. But hopefully, nice and easy.
Hopefully, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I can see now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, maybe put the lights on so we can see. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be tight here, mate.
Yeah.
We're ready when you are.
Give it a pull, I think.
Yeah.
The brakes are a bit seized, so...
The brakes are seized.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's gone. Snapped. Well, no, it's pulling the books over. Whoa! That sounded like it popped the wing then.
Did he damage the wing?
It sounded like it popped it a little bit.
We're going to have to get those.
The book's going to have to go, I think.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah.
have to go, isn't it?
Okay, so we've moved the newspapers, but it wasn't all plain sailing, was it?
No, not really.
We had a little bit of an accident with a small issue with the wing there. A little bit of a dent.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll push out though.
I couldn't see the stack of, because there's crap on this side of the screen.
I know.
I couldn't see. I was literally right over as close as I could. I thought we'd squeeze by,
Yeah.
but no. So Andrew found the perfect piece of paper to sum up that incident. But yeah, so it isn't without its little hiccup. But Andrew's a professional sprayer and panel beater. So
Yeah,
you
we'll get it
can take
sorted.
that wing off,
Yeah.
infrared it, and it should come off.
Yeah.
Pop out, and you know. But yeah, well, let's get it out then.
Yeah, jump back in and we'll have another go.
I'll leave this off so I can hear what's going on.
Second attempt.
I can't go over any more this side.
I'm terrified that's going to snap and slap me straight in the nuts.
You watching my side, Colin? Yeah,
Yeah. Come that way a little bit.
that way.
Yeah. Watch your side though. Right, whoa! We're going to have to move some more stuff.
I can go over a bit more.
No, you're going to have to move it.
Yeah,
Yeah, compressor's well in the way.
okay. More stuff needed.
Actually, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll steer around that? You're going to have to steer quite a bit.
If we go full right and off,
I would have thought if you go that way,
it won't go any more.
no, you're alright because you're over halfway. A little bit!
Slowly, roly. Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Watch that side.
Yeah, you cleared it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Right,
right,
stop now.
straighten up. Right, it should be.
Colin,
Yeah,
you can go back out the way now.
okay, yeah, we've cleared it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you go behind my camera.
And so, another car emerges from the treasure garage. Go that way, Sheldon, a little bit. That's it.
Wait a minute, Andrew.
Well, I can't see anything. No, stop.
Stop.
You might have to turn those lights off because I can't see. Yeah, you're going to have to steer out. Go right out.
What about that shit on the side?
No, he's got plenty to.
No, I mean in terms of scratching. You know that thing sticking.
Yeah, I know, yeah, we have to steer around it.
I can't, that's full lock.
Okay.
Right.
A little bit!
Stop, right, straighten up.
That's straight.
You need to come
Just
a
a
little
little
Bit more.
to the right.
There.
Bit more.
Okay, more.
Yeah,
Yeah, there.
go on.
Okay.
A little bit more. Okay, stop a minute.
Find this side.
Right here.
Yeah, you want to start coming to the right.
Yeah, find this side.
Stop. Slow down. Okay. Yeah. Slow
Yeah.
down. You got brakes on?
No.
Okay, you're gonna stop now because that's got to move.
Now I'm trapped.
I'm moving that now.
Yeah, cut the camera. We're out.
Ah! Fucking hell, look at that.
Hopefully. That's straight.
You need to come a little bit
little
more
bit.
to the right.
There.
How are we
I'd
now?
say more.
Yeah,
Yeah, there.
go on.
Okay.
A little bit more. Okay, stop a minute.
Find this side.
We're right here.
Yeah, you want to start coming to the right.
Yeah, find this side.
Sir, stop. Slow down. Okay. Yeah.
Again, yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah.
You got brakes, Aaron?
No.
Okay, you better stop now because that's got to move.
So the Rover emerges from the garage.
CR6 in there? Not for sale, is it not? It's no.
Shame about the dent, a little bit of a scratch, but apart from that, she's out, she's rolling.
That's a shame. Yeah, I know, yeah, that's gone now. That's, you know.
Is it in good condition?
Yeah, I didn't know either, but then first time I've been here, so.
Did you know Nigel?
Look at that, the first time this car has seen road in, what, 40 years?
40 years.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Do you know what, it looks even better outside in daylight. It does, yeah, it really does.
It's so easy.
Wow, look at that.
So here she is, outside for the first time in 40 years. Some of his neighbours just went past and say they remembered him parking us on a drive. So it has been in that garage for 40 years, possibly even more than that. But this is the most important part of the video. Most of you are going to probably think that the car is rotten, being sat in the garage for so long. So I'm going to show you what a completely unwelded rot-free base unit looks like. So if we go around this side, you can just get a nice general look at her. But first thing we're going to do, of course, is the wheel arches and all this area. And as you can see, there's just nothing. There's just absolutely nothing, not even a hint of like surface rust or even anything. It's just ridiculously solid. If we go underneath here, this is the best bit. This is where they always go, under the sills and all that, but as you can see, there's just nothing. There's just absolutely nothing the matter with it at all. No rot anywhere. It's absolutely insane how well this car has survived. Also, another cool thing to point out, there's actually a little gold pinstripe here, so that's quite nice. We'll go round to the back here, look underneath this section, the jacking point, and once again there is just nothing, no rot at all. Put the camera way under there and it's just nothing. She is absolutely rot free. Take a look at the usual area and you can see again no rust at all. This is actually original factory paint. Look how nice that shine is. These seats are just some surface mould that will wipe straight off. Yeah, it literally wipes off. Like the doors again, the bottoms of the doors and all that sort of thing, original factory panels, no damage at all. The passenger front wing we couldn't see, it was too dark and I just couldn't see anything, but that wing will pop right out with some infrared heat, and yeah, that should be absolutely fine. So another rot area on these cars, under the boot floor, and as you can see there is absolutely nothing. Isn't that insane? No rot at all. Pop the boot, the lip, they always go here, just absolutely immaculate, nothing at all. This is probably one of the nicest P6s I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them, not ones that I've owned but other people's cars, you know, pictures and all that sort of thing. I mean, that side's locked. But yeah, again, no rot at all under here, nothing at all, absolutely extraordinary. This is the damage here, it's just popped in there, but you know, with some infrared it will pop straight out. Well, again, spring mountings and all that, there is absolutely no rust whatsoever. up on the turrets underneath the bonnet. No rot at all. We will open the other side because that hasn't been opened in donkey's years. These are this is the nicest set of seats I've ever felt in my life. They're so soft. They're just absolutely gorgeous seats. Beautiful. Even the door cards are nice. Slightly disconcerting sticker in the windscreen. National breakdown. This door hasn't been opened in 40 years. Oh! Yeah, these areas go too. Right in here. But there's just... it's just no rot. It's absolutely ridiculous how clean this car is. Please don't be rotten, depots. Please don't be rotten. Ha ha! Victory is mine. There's nothing, is there? There's just no rust at all.
These they look brand new still.
I know, look, there's no wear on those striker plates at all. Look, there's a door card.
This is ridiculous.
I know, this is stupid level of clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like all the bottoms of the doors, there's just no rot or even bubbling on these.
It's still gold from the factory.
That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. This is mega clean. Look how well that door shuts.
Yeah, I know.
The beauty of the P6, it should shut on its own weight. Oh, well, it's on a slope, but look.
It's on a slope.
What more could you want? Again, we'll do it this side so you can see what I mean, but they're set up from the factory. I mean, what more could you want?
I know.
This is incredible. Right, outro time?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, let's do it.